Take a seat, relax, unwind. I'm going to take it somewhat easy today. My knee has been giving me some problems recently. So if you see me favoring it, we're going to take it easy. We're going to come into a little bit of a butterfly position. I want you to sit up nice and tall, think nice flat back. And if you are seated, you can do this with legs extended out in front, just turning the knees out, getting a little bit of that external rotation going. I don't hear any music. All right, we're going to take it forward, rounding out the spine. We're going to hold there and breathe into that position. There we go. This one's called Enchanted Bookstore. All right, sitting it up nice and tall again. I think nice flat back, shoulders down. Rest those hands. Bring the chin down to the chest, or as close as you can get to it. And then we're slowly just going to rock the head side to side, keeping it down. Good. We're going to go into a full circle. Take it nice and slow in both directions. Good. All right. Same thing from here. We're going to curve that spine over. Let the head hang down. Take a rest. And roll it back up. Good. All right, bring those feet and knees together. We are going to scooch it forward. We're going to lay it down onto our back. Now, if you are seated and you're going to stay seated in a chair, you're going to bring one knee to the chest. We're going to extend that left leg out. So you're going to do a knee pull to the chest with that right knee. We're going to hold most of these positions for probably around 30 seconds, more or less. Feel free to move around in these positions. You can, bring the leg a little bit inwards, maybe pull it outwards a little bit. Notice where you have the most tension. And then we're going to cross that knee over. And to the left side, we're going to bring it as far over as you can. Good modification for this is to bring the other leg underneath and stack the knees for a little bit less rotation in that lower back. If you want a little bit more of a stretch, you're going to go with that single leg, create more of a stretch. You can bring both arms out to the side. Good. Now from here, if you would like to extend that right leg straight out and then flex the foot just a little bit, you'll feel that stretch down the outside of the hip as well. And then we're going to bend it back in, bring it into the chest. And then we're going to pull the knee towards the outside, a little bit more towards the armpit. So think of opening the inside of the leg to the ceiling. Stretching a little bit more of that groin, inner thigh. Adding these in a little bit, because if you've ever pulled a groin muscle, you know how annoying that is. And then we're going to pull it back in line. We're going to bend and extend that leg about 3 times. So when you straighten it, I want you to try to get it as straight as you can comfortably. And then don't forget about the feet. You can give a couple ankle rolls and then bend it down. Same thing, maybe a couple ankle rolls in both directions. And then point to extend. And bend and extend. Nice. All right, switch legs. We're going to extend it out. Left leg comes in. Pull that knee to the chest. Make some ankle circles. And then we're going to slowly guide that leg over to the right, stacking the knees on top of each other. If you need a little bit of a modification, we're twisting and breathing. And then once you feel good in that, you can open up that left arm out to the side, and the right can come out and hang out here. Take a few deep breaths. Extend that leg out straight. And bend back to center. Holding around the knee. Guiding the knee a little bit towards the outside. Now, when this leg starts to come over and we open up that inner thigh to the ceiling, find that right hip. Make sure it is staying close to the ground. It's going to lift a little bit, but make sure you're not rotating and rolling over. Try to keep those hips square to the ceiling. Using those hands to support and help reduce a little bit of the weight. And then from here, bring it back in line, extend that leg best you can. And extend and bend. Some circles, ankle rolls, both directions. Think a bit on a clock. And then extend. Try to get it as straight as you can, whether that's down here. Good. Bend it back in and extend one more time. Good. All right, we're going happy baby. Bring both of those knees in. We're going to hold the knees into the chest. So think of pressing the knees down into where your chest/ribs are. And then from here, reach for maybe the toes if you can. Start here. You can't reach the toes quite yet. You're just going to reach for the ankles or maybe the shins, or you can just take the thighs and wrap the arms around behind the knees and just focus on pulling the thighs in closer to the chest. You can relax those legs if you want. Good, release. We are going to roll it over onto our stomach, get a little bit of our upper back stretching. And now if you are standing up or seated, you can put your hands on the chair and you can do a little bit of a cobra, whether you want to do a full cobra or up dog. You can take those hands by the sides and go for a little bit deeper stretch here. Good. Bend those elbows back down, nice and slow. We're going to come up and back into our child's pose. Sit it back, reach those arms straight out. Take a few more deep breaths. And you can play with the positioning of the arms. Think of keeping them parallel, biceps to ears for maybe a breath or two. And then maybe bring those arms out to a Y. Take a breath or two. You can even bring the arms out to the sides into a T. And then roll it up. Let the knees come apart and the toes stay together. And we're going to repeat. We're going to slide those hands out, letting the torso come between the legs. We're going to deepen that stretch just a little bit. You can do this standing with your hands on the back of the chair. Stretching that upper back. Good. Roll it up onto those hands and knees. Now we are going to do basically a cat and cow. So we press the back up and we arch the back here. We're going to do a few of those, nice and slow. Think of moving through your body like a wave. And then once you come back to your neutral position, I want you to think of doing a circle with the head. And I want you to think of doing a circle with the tailbone. So you guys are just lucky that you're not on camera, but you have to go big circle with the head and around. So think of going into a circle both ways. So up and down. So you're basically just connecting those two and getting a nice flow going. You can go in both directions. Might look like a cat trying to get its back scratched. All right, rock it back. Interlock those hands together behind the back. You can take this into a deeper stretch. You can bring the head forward. Interlock those arms here. Good, last one. Inhale up. We're going to take that right leg. We're going to bring it forward into a little bit of a kneeling position. We're just going to slowly bring the hips down and in. Align, press. Arms are going to come out. We're just going to reach and open. So I'm opening towards my right leg. And bring it back. Release. Same thing. Left leg. Find that balance first, pressing those hips forward. Ooh. If you feel like you can't take those hands off the ground, use that hand for support. But we are going to start with those hands up in front, and then we're going to open to the side. Back in line, hands down. Slide that leg back under, tuck the toes. We're going to come up to a down dog. Press through those hands. Target the stretch where you feel like you need that most, whether that's upper body and those shoulders or lower body and those hamstrings. You can pedal the feet, bend the knees, sit the hips back, and then when you're ready, walk those hands slowly into the feet and roll up through your spine, avoiding a head rush. Take a nice big inhale and shake it out. That is it for today, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me. We'll see you next time. Have a wonderful rest of your day.